Here's Nick's backstroke above the water. I'd like to see you actually really think about pushing with those legs first. You're letting go a little bit with that upper body as it's been pulled up, and so you're dragging just a little bit and you're pushing almost straight back into that wall. The other thing would be, as you set up for that backstroke start, try and get those toes right underneath the surface. I know since we weren't using touch pads and there's that metal band around the pool, it's a lot harder to really get those feet set up where you want. As we go a little bit further through here, you're getting that back arch, but I think we can get a lot more arch by looking for that back wall a little bit more. That's going to be able to give you a lot cleaner line going into the water. As we see, you're starting to break out right here, and your arm is not quite ready to recover. So we need to work on trying to lean back on the shoulder blades a little bit more and pull just a little bit sooner. That'll help you go in a straight line and help get that breakout timing just right on time. As we watch you go in for this turn, doing a pretty good job of getting over at the right time. And then as we get that head pressing down, getting that dolphin kick in, which is actually kind of slowing down that turn. So make sure as soon as your head drops at this point in time, get your heels tucked up so you're going to be able to get around even quicker. You're doing a pretty good job of getting around, but we can get around even faster. As we kind of watch, we can see that there's not a whole lot of white water behind you on that kick. So we're going to need to spend a little bit more time on doing some side kicking, whether it's for freestyle or for backstroke, to help things going. As we'll be able to see underneath the water, you do tend to pull real shallow. We're able to see some disturbance in the surface right there, and that means as you're pulling through that stroke, you're pulling up and then you're pressing down. We want to make sure that as soon as your hand enters up there, you're pressing down and then pressing straight on back through with the hand flip at the very finish of the stroke. That's going to allow you to get a lot stronger pull, and you're also going to need to really kind of work on getting a little bit more rotation so that you can help that depth out. As you go in for the finish, finishing on a nice long stroke and on that side. Nice job, Nick. Here we've got Nick's backstroke underwater. See him pushing off. Got a lot of that up-down zigzagging movement on those hands. Tighten up that streamline. That should help with being able to eliminate that. Really make sure you're lining up those hands, line up your forearms, line up those wrists. Tighten that up and make sure those arms are covering the back side of your ears. Right now you look like you got the front side being covered. You're doing a good job of kicking below kind of your center line. Your center line would just be that your body position, your torso and everything. But you're not really doing much kicking above that line. So we want to make sure you're getting equal amounts above and below so that you can help yourself go a lot faster utilizing that dolphin kick. So see you go for the breakout. A little bit late on that breakout, and what we're seeing underneath the water are a lot of bubbles. We want to make sure that we do get rid of all those bubbles underneath the water. One thing we're going to be able to do in order to get rid of those is as soon as that hand enters at that point in time, rotate, continue to rotate onto that side, dig that arm down a little bit deeper, push the water back. By the time you're getting to that finish of your backstroke pull, you're going to be starting to rotate onto that other side. So work on rotating a little bit more as that left arm goes in. Work on definitely rotating onto that left side. That'll help pop your right hand into a much shallower finish position, which will then make it transition into its recovery period much easier. The other thing we notice is you are getting a lot of bent knee kick. So we're going to want to make sure you're really trying to stretch those legs out, kick a lot longer, try and kick taller than what you actually are. Your head does a very good job at staying nice and still. We've got a great angle of how your head doesn't move much at all. But we just need to really work on trying to get a much stronger kick. One of the ways you're going to be able to work on that is doing a little bit more side kicking, whether you've got a freestyle or a backstroke head position, doesn't matter. Either way, if you get a lot more side kicking in, that's going to help both your freestyle as well as your backstroke. Nice job, Nick.